Welcome to another episode of Empower Hour. I'm Dr. Karen May, and I'm the owner and doctor at Momentum Health Centers in Mason, Michigan. Today is quiz day. I know you're thinking, what the heck? I hate useless information. We are drowning in information. And literally, knowledge is not power. It's useless without an action step. So we're going to give you a little quiz today. And at the end of this, I want you to apply a couple things and then in a couple days go back to that quiz, or even in a couple weeks and go back to the quiz so you can watch this video again and take it. So are you ready? Got your pen and paper handy? Here, you're going to, using the scale below as a guide, write a number beside each statement and indicate how much you agree with it. So here's the scale. 1 is you strongly disagree. 2 is you disagree. 3 is you slightly disagree. 4 is neutral. 5 is you slightly agree. 6 is you agree. And 7 is you strongly agree. Are you ready? 1, I have so much in life to be thankful for. Write your number down. 2, if I had a list of everything I felt grateful for, it would be a very long list. 3, when I look at the world, I don't see much to be grateful for. 4, I am grateful to a wide variety of people. 5, as I get older, I find myself more able to appreciate the people, events, and situations that have been part of my life history. And 6, long amounts of time can go before I feel grateful to someone or something. All right, how did you do? We're talking about gratitude today. When we're suffering with neuropathy, it's hard to be grateful. It hurts. It's painful. It robs you, or can rob you, of so much joy and pleasure. And being with your family and friends and doing what you used to be able to do, to the point where we get stuck, that we forget the small blessings that we have in life. But understand, the questions I got that from was a research article done in 2018 by UC Berkeley, 72 pages long, around the origins of gratitude, the differences of gratitude, and the implications for not being grateful. So I'm going to go back to the article because there's another thing I loved in there, and because it talks about the social implications. Now, you may expression of gratitude in a relationship. I know when I was not feeling good with my neuropathy, I was short and snippy and grumpy to those that are around me. It's not that I wanted to be. It just hurt and I was suffering. So same thing is using that 5-point scale, 1 being never and 5 being very frequently. I expect my appreciation for the things that my partner does for me. I let my partner know that I value him or her. And when my partner does something nice for me, I acknowledge it. Do you? Do you take the time to express gratitude to those who are helping you in life? That may be someone living in your home, that may be a neighbor, or even your postal worker dropping things off, your grocery shopper. Many people are having groceries delivered nowadays. Are we expressing gratitude? And gratitude isn't in the way of gifts. It's just by a kind smile and also just a thank you. So when we're looking at gratitude and neuropathy, when we are in a negative mindset, pain is worse, posture is worse, balance is going to be worse. It literally slows down digestion. It's just very difficult. Understand it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So taking 5 seconds and making a list of things that you're grateful for at the end of the everyday, it's amazing. What if you woke up tomorrow and you only had what you thanked God for and were grateful for? How much would you have in a day? So this is how it starts, by one thing. I remember early on in my career as a doctor, I rented space from a medical doctor. And out the back door, it was springtime, had a beautiful, beautiful apple tree, huge, just blossoms, and it was a beautiful blue day. And I had a young woman in my office who was fighting with some depression and anxiety. She couldn't see one thing in her life to be grateful for because she was so introspective. And I took her out to that tree, and I made her stand under it, and I just made her look up. And I asked what she saw. And for a good few minutes, she couldn't see anything. All of a sudden, when I mentioned, how about the blossom, the branch, the blue sky behind it? And she started to see the beauty and the simplicity, but she wasn't focused on herself. So my challenge to you today is you have that quiz. You know where you're at. Do you strongly disagree with some of those statements, or do you strongly agree with some of those statements? Are you neutral? How can you improve your gratitude today? Do it by one step. Find one thing that you can be grateful for. And that may mean you're breathing, that you woke up. It can be as simple as that. But then in your day, find the blessings. Again, that's introspective. So how can you actually start to get out of your own head? It's just like that young lady that I was talking about. Start focusing on something else. Focus on somebody else. Give. One way to be grateful is to give out of what you have. That may not be a lot. We're not talking about finances. Maybe it's a phone call. Maybe it's just a short letter. Maybe it's a text. It can just be simple that you give gratitude to somebody. Thank them for something. Say hi to them. Ask them how they are doing. And when you start to give and are genuinely thinking about somebody else, it's amazing how your body will produce the different biochemical hormones. It's called oxytocin. That's love. So start by giving to somebody else. Then you can be grateful and thankful for much more than the introspective stuff. So your to-do for today is to find one thing that you're grateful for and write it down. If you can find more, great. Find one more than what you were before. And then the second to do is find somebody to do something for, to give to, that's not you. Get out of your own mind. It will help tremendously with your pain levels. It doesn't change necessarily what's going on in your body, but it changes mentally how you're perceiving it. And when you give to somebody else, it's truly amazing. Keep it simple. Thank you so much for joining us today. Find one thing that you're grateful for. I'm grateful that you've taken the time to watch this. I'm also grateful that you are not giving up in your own journey with neuropathy, because the only person who can get through this is you, one step at a time. Have a great day.